Hello to everybody. Our team is composed by
Carla Zarate.
Regina Ruiz and me, Fatima Garcia. And we are here to present our game. This is a project we've been developing throughout this semester, putting on practice what we learned during our class. We made this game called The Life of Chilli, which is based on they take care of this pet that is a toddler and it's called Chilli. Now we should start with how we made this code.
For the inputs, we use the press button A, press button B, on shake, a pin P1, pin P2, temperature, level light, and sound level. We correlationate every single input, so it functions correctly.
Well, then we start with the process. We made a function with pin number 1, which is heartbeat, and it's combined with the feeding function. Heartbeats will be shown depending on the amount of food set in pin number 1. This means that depending on what we set on the pin number 1, there will be two options. One, the heartbeat will be normal and Chilli will be shown as normal and a happy face. Then if the amount of food is higher than 400, Chilli will die and the heartbeats will only be repeated 3 times. Then the volume level, this will be also rated. It functions as well as the heartbeat. Depending on the number of times shaking, a counter will rate the steps. And after 10 shakes, Chilli will be tired and there will be like a show string that says Chilli is tired. And we have the same function for the temperature. We have to set the number we want on the thermometer, and depending on that, Chilli will be nor melting or freezing. And there is a normal rate for light also, and this, well, basically our functions for goes the same, it's the same. But here it's about the light level and we use NeoPixels for this.
The outputs of our code are show the heart rate and the temperature. So you can set the temperature and depending on the temperature, the microwave it has, it's going to show a little advice whether the activities that you could do with Chilli, or if it's really cold, it's gonna say you have to wear some warm clothes and maybe go for a hot cocoa or something like that. And it also shows the heart rate of Chilli, but if you press the button more time, it's gonna be Chilli is dead. So it's a really interactive part. And it also shows the numbers of steps when Chilli goes on a walk. So every time you shake, it's added 1 step to the counter. And it also gives you another advertise when Chilli is already full of food, so you don't overfeed him. And it also shows a warning of light and sound level because, as you may know, pets have to be in a specific environment to actually be okay. So if the environment is not okay for Chilli, it's going to be a warning of that it is a lot of light or there is almost no light.
Okay, the variables we use is amount of food, Chilli, level light, strip. This is NeoPixels, temperature, and sound.
And for the loops, we don't have as much as the variables, but we repeat the function, repeat X number of times, and we use only one while for the pin number 2 when we want to settle a melody for Chilli when the level of volume is appropriate for him.
The conditionals we used for this code were actually a lot, but we use mainly for the temperature one, where if the temperature was like lower than 15, it would show certain string, but if it was between 15 and 35, it would show another string, and if it was like higher than 35 degrees, it would show like an advice that it is too hot. So, but we actually use a lot of conditionals in different parts of the code.
The simulation we want to try was to simulate the take care of a virtual pet, in this case, Chilli. We tried to simulate different stages for the care of Chilli, so it could try different ways to maintain the well-being of the turtle, like we mentioned in the before the well we actually try to make a fun game by creating an interactive virtual pet, and that's the simulation we want to try. Yeah.
Well, finally, we have our team learnings. Throughout this semester, we learned much about coding, and so much things about computational thinking, but specifically logical thinking. We use them a lot and we develop our logic skills. We also solve problems based on algorithms, and this also helped us to solve other problems from our routine, our lives.
We also use in this project a lot of logical thinking, because we had to actually use like common sense and logic to solve the problems that were popping out when we were like creating the code. So if we like move something in the inputs, it would affect like all the code. So we had to use our logical thinking to actually solve that. And we also have a lot of collaboration, because our team got along like really well. We have a really fun time, and we schedule our things very well to actually fit everything and like manage to deliver everything on time.
Thank you for watching, and I hope you will enjoy what we develop. And this is Life of Chilli.
Thank you.